Okay guys, so why for the most part Wing Chun practitioners fail to use the Wing Chun blocks? So do Wing Chun blocks work? And the answer is absolutely, if you know how to use them. See, for the most part, Wing Chun people don't know how to apply the blocking techniques, okay? Now, when you understand the difference between blocking and covering, you'll completely realize the true nature of these techniques and how they should be used in a real fighting situation. So number one, if I'm blocking, I'm always one step behind the opponent. I'm always one step behind the aggressor. So if Sean and I are trading punches, he punches, I see what's coming at me, I block it. He punches again, I see what's coming at me, I'm blocking. He's punching, you get the idea. So for me to block, I need to see what's coming at me, and that way I'm always playing catch up. I'm always one step behind my opponent. Now the difference between blocking and covering is that if I were to use the concept of covering, all I need to do is just worry about covering the area where I'm exposed, and then that way I'm one step ahead of my opponent. So for example, if I'm standing, again, with Sean, we're trading punches, and I've got my guard where my leading arm is low, and my rear hand, my guarding hand, is towards the side of my face. So if I'm standing like this in front of you. So then I understand where I'm exposed. So chances are that's where he will be attacking me. So if he's attacking me, then I can cover and I can counterattack, because I already know the area where I'm exposed and where most likely he will be attacking me. Same if now I'm on a high guard. If I'm on this high guard, it's quite obvious where I'm exposed. He's attacking me, so then I can counter and then deal with that situation right then and there, because I'm one step ahead of my opponent. Now, of course, in theory, everything seems quite perfect. In actual combat, many things can happen very quickly. So that's why this is the next part on how you can make your Wing Chun blocks work. You need to train them, you need to test them, and you need to set up the situation. So let's say, if I'm a Wing Chun practitioner and I want to learn to apply the Tan Sao, how can I use the Tan Sao? So if Sean is feeding me a straight punch with his right, and I want to do a Tan Sao like this, where I am trying to redirect his punch, and I go Tan Sao and punch, that application right there will never work. And I've seen people try to use it that way, and I really don't understand why it is that their instructors will have the students practice the movement this way, for various reasons. Number one, if he's attacking me and I'm moving my Tan Sao away from the opponent, I'm redirecting his punch with my wrist. Okay, right there already, the wrist has no real structure against this incoming punch. The leverage is gone from here. And he's still in the line of attack, meaning I'm not interrupting that flow, that punch. So that's the second mistake here. Third mistake, I can't reach him. And even if I'm taller than him and I did reach him, there's no power. So because I'm not interrupting his punch, what's stopping him from hitting me with the other hand right now? Do you see that? So if I were to try and deal with this jab with a tanta and he's turning into boom, I'm going to get knocked out like that. So if I want to try and use a Tan Sao against a straight punch, now you may ask yourself, well, can I use a Tan Sao against that straight punch? Yes, if you set up the situation. So how can you set it up? Let's say Sean comes at me with a kick. The kick, just a snap kick and a punch. So if he's coming at me, I'm stopping that, then I'm redirecting, boom. Then the technique is completely effective. Now, what am I doing here? The setup is, obviously he can easily come with that kick to my groin because I'm exposed right now to that attack. So as he comes, I'm stepping away, right? I'm covering the area. Do I know where most likely he'll attack me next? Absolutely, because this is where I'm open and he's got his hands free. So when he's coming with that one, then I intercept. Am I using a tensile? Yes. Am I interrupting the flow of his attack? Absolutely. Look where his punch is right now. Is he exposed? Look at this. Crack. All right, so that's how you would use a tensile, in my opinion, effectively against a straight punch. Let's say he sets me up with the left and then the right comes in, boom. Then you can do the same thing, redirecting and going in. Now, another technique that you can use effectively, well, all of them really, just say the pakso, okay? Now, once again, if he's coming at me with a straight punch and I want to pakso, now look at the distance between my hands and my chest with both my blocking arm and my attacking arm. You'll see that the distance is pretty much equal. Am I going to effectively stop the attack and counter? No. Right, what's missing? Many things. The footwork, the angle, which hand is redirecting, which hand is attacking. Okay? So once again, let's say I'm setting it up. He comes at me with the left and a right. Now, we're just using these sides so you can see clearly from where you are right now on the camera. Of course, I can do the other side, but then it will be harder for you to see. So if I am setting him up, let's say I'll go gangso, and then I want to go pakso, boom. Now the angle is different, right? Now the angle is coming from the left in to the center. That punch was here, I redirected the punch. Now the distance between my arms, you'll see that it's completely different. So the attacking hand is right there, and then the hand for the pakso. Then I can definitely follow up any given way I choose. Okay, so let's do that again, Sean. So left, right, I can go boom, boom, and then go in. I can park, I can go pakso, boom, and then go in. If he launches, say, 2 hooks, and then I go intercept, control, and then follow up. Once again, boom, boom. And these are simple yet very effective techniques anyone can use, because in my opinion, that is what Wing Chun is all about. It has to be simple and effective. You can't complicate it. You can't have a whole array of techniques to try and deal with simple attacks, right? Once you understand these concepts, then you need to pressure test. Just basically having that person you're training with feed you the attacks with good intensity, good speed, power, distance. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Make sure you work on these concepts, and I'll see you in the next one.